Shall we? Who's ready for some boom, baby, boom, 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 right? And shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marquis Satan. Every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive, and so are you. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, man. Yesterday was a tough day at the office. I had a bad day, and it seemed like everything that I touch didn't turn to gold, it turned to shit. And then I had the stank on you. You know, sometimes you have that bad energy, that bad juju. And I wanted to talk about that because it's important that when you're a healed person, to heal what hurts instead of letting what hurts hurt further. And that's why they said healed people heal people and hurt people hurt people. And yesterday was a day where a lot of people wanted to hurt your boy Marky Saint. Let's have this conversation. Saints addiction. We out. Cheer. We outside. You know what I'm saying? I love my life. Anyone? Wait, I got my boy. What up, bro? My basketball playing homie out there. He sees me every morning. He heard me. He loves his life too. So, yeah, yesterday was a shit show. I couldn't get to Mike Tyson in time. I was arguing with one of my teammates. Missed an opportunity to be there, even though my homie had a whole stash bag for me. I was late. I cut off my own wristband. That ate up the time that when I was there, almost on time, I cut off my own wristband, not thinking that I was going to be there the next day. Amateur move. And that ate up my time, even though I rushed there and I did my best to do what I could to get there. Guess who was late? And not only was I late, but a lot of events kept, what up, brother? He's so cool. Nice to see you, man. All these guys, they're so cool. Watch this. They're all waving at me. He's going to throw the basketball. It's just cool to see people and be happy, but there's a lot of people that aren't happy out there, right? Like, they don't know what to do with their anger. I have my one friend, Lily, teeing off on me because I owe some money to my psychologist. And my psychologist was overcharging me. Now, mind you, I'm still trying to pay her, and I just made a payment, but she was just like, fuck it. And I was like, wait a minute. This isn't somebody that's trying to help me heal. This is someone that's running up a tab on me. It doesn't care about me and dismissed me. And in that case, I was like, that's not much of a psychologist sharing some of my private information with my friends. And also disappearing when I was trying to reach out to her, and it was just like, I get it. You're there for the hour talking bullshit, so you get your $50 when it should be $30 or even $15 because you're overseas in India or the Philippines or anything else that I get done for $15 overseas. And it was tough because in my mind, I was like, what's going on? I got my friends calling from Thailand, bitching out. Unblocked me, by the way, after she blocked me, told me, come get your shit. I sent some friends to go pick up what I paid for. You know, I paid her to just hold my my sheets. It's just a bundle of sheets and pillows and things that I bought, a fan, you know, and instead it was this angry, nasty, I don't have fucking time, I don't hear your bullshit, fuck you. And it was just like, are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, something wrong? Because out of nowhere, all of a sudden you're salty. Do you even have a flight back? I'm glad I don't. Running closer to these dramas. Being closer to people that only bring drama. And I've tried a couple times with my other friend. He tried hopping me in the middle of a deal. This is the second time this week it happened. One was a referral from Broken Babe. Somebody needed flyers in an hour. And the dude was like, yeah, these flyers. I'm like, how many? 250 to 500 depending on price. Okay. What size? 8.5, 5.5. Not inches, not centimeters. Wasn't very clear again. No, wait, he said a half sheet. And I'm saying, half sheet of what? Oh, 8.5, 5.5. Okay. All right. What thickness of paper? Oh, we already found someone. And I'm like, I'm working for you for free without touching anything. And that was my point to my friends when they were like, oh, Adam wants to pay COD, cash on delivery at the end. I said, yeah, sell him, he wishes. I'm out the material and the ink and my effort first and foremost. That's why you're paying for it up front. So that I'm not asked out at the end when you say, oh, it's approved, and 5 minutes later in a bipolar move go, never mind. This is the reason why I make people pay up front. There will be no never mind your money when you pay. You would be in it to win it with me. You would have your shit together. And that's why it's called a print ready file. You weren't ready. And instead of getting ready, when I try to explain it to them, you need mock-ups. You need to calculate your calculations better to get an exact quote. You need exact measurements. I don't understand. All right, dude, I don't have time to explain it to you. I have a convention to run to. And in that running to, I'm late. I miss it. I try to get in the front. No wristband. Can't work my magic. Mark St. Magic's not working on anybody. Wasted a half hour. Didn't get to see Mike Tyson. And the day started to slip, right? And my pimping started slipping. And that's why I said it's Stank On Yah, because it becomes on you. It's like anything else, a stress, a worry, a fear. It gets on you and it's hard to scrub off. You know what I mean? It's really hard to get anxiety off. It's really hard to stop fear. It's, Saints addiction out here, we outside. And we all know it. You know what I mean? That's why we self-medicate, right? And I'm going to kill these pins because this one's dead. My Bar Pro from Roken mentioned Saints Addiction for 15% off. Saints Addiction cartridges sold separately. I have 2 new ones, but I wanted to kill this one. Make sure I got every last drop out of it. Press it 5 times. I don't know if you can see it, but Join Weed Club. Oh, also, don't forget to mention Saints Addiction on Futurola. These things are $4 each. I given them away a bunch of people that were watching for free. I said, if you're watching while I was live at the convention, MJ Biz Conference 2024, I got one for you. $4, no worries. The pocket 25 at $4 each. I was like, God damn, a whole box is $100. Crazy. Yes, so after you're done joining Week, part of it is to get away from all the noise. But this is what I'm talking about, especially during the holidays when people are hyper vigilant or hypersensitive. I'm trying to get away from homeboy and he's just bagging up. Look at him hauling ass. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. Watch him swing. Watch him swing. Watch him swing. Watch him swing. Go stupid. Go dumb. I mean, he reversing the whole fucking way. Maybe I should walk through the buildings and that'll be okay. But, there's always something. Nails on a chalkboard. Somebody angry. I said that to my friend. I said, isn't it amazing that we as people, we tell the truth when we're angry. You don't want it. You don't want to see it. But that filter disappears. And then all of a sudden you spitting toxic, right? You're spitting that venom. That's what I call it. That verbal vomit. Because that's what ends up happening. I'm going to walk away from this guy. He's like trying to walk towards me and I don't want to be near your sound. So I'll go behind these buildings and be free. And that was me, not only seeing my psychologist. The one thing that I did get from her wasn't blurring. She said, what you should do is close your eyes, breathe real deep and press a fake button, okay? I want you to press a fake button and then pretend like the situation's not happening. I'm like, you're a dumb bitch, bro. I was smarter than her. I have a psych degree. I'm like, do you have anything that works for me? Instead of rhetorical questions. So Mark, what would it be? A, B, or C? I'm like, you tell me. I'm paying you to give me the answers and you're making me do guesswork. And she had to reframe and then it was a bit of argument, but then she realized that was her teaching style. Her teaching style was to ask open-ended questions, let you figure it out, and then gain the time, $50 an hour, to listen to me rant about my bullshit. And I was like, you didn't heal me. You charged me. Right? And we had this conversation and then you ignored me and then you're like, well, I don't need the money. Well, when you need the money, it was like, hey, where the fuck you at? Now that I paid, no thank yous. No, hey, I got the money. No, hey, let's wrap this thing up. It was, you're fucked. And I'm like, what kind of psychologist are you? Right? Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. And that's it. There's people that are in it to win it. And there are people that are in it to cause chaos. Right? They want to stir up your pot. They want you to be confused. They want you to not understand what is going on. And I was just like, wait a minute. If someone's already quoted you and gave you samples, why are you asking me for a quote? If you are a referral, why are you going around my back or your friend's back to find something else? And if all you guys had already found something else, why are you wasting my time to do something else. And this is why we're having this conversation this morning, because it was like, I was disappointed. I've seen my friends since high school, class of 98, BCHS. I've known these kids for 25 plus years. And there she was, sassy again. This is the reason I stopped talking to Vicky Ray, is because she was being such a cunt. And I'm like, there you are. I see your card. You think you're awesomeness. There you are, overdoing it. And then I was just like, oh, ego. I forgot, bro. I'm the one that went, I'm sorry for anything I might have done, even though you were supposed to come with me to our 20-year high school reunion, and you blew it off, and I called you out about it. When I said, hey, man, I apologize, everybody. As soon as I came around the world, I said, no more heart attacks, not on this heart, right? I'm not going to die having some small little stupid beef with somebody. She said, oh, I appreciate that, thanks. Instead of saying, you're right, me too, bro. I apologize too, let's bury it. No, she took the apology and didn't give an apology, and I noted it. She wasn't grown up to do it. She's not grown up to stop talking when my buddy's talking. He was trying to tell a story, and then it was like they were married, and she was like, yeah, that's not what happened. And then there was a lady that came into the office, and she walked right in front of the lady on the office. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Lady was coming in, nice lady. She's like, hi, I just have my doorknobs. I just need to get them power coated. And she stepped right in front of her like a fucking pit bull. And I'm like, I don't want a pit bull. I don't want to do business with a pit bull. I don't want anybody that's referenced as a pit bull or wants to show their teeth as a pit bull. These are all people that will waste my time and energy. And that's what I did. Jumped in it with, they weren't even ordering. And now I'm on the phone with them for the stickers that they didn't order, on the phone with my teammate who didn't do what I told them to do. And now I'm wasting my time getting the stank on me, right? I couldn't get it off, right? Trying to get the stank off you, right? Because I wanted to jump into the chaos. How do you not know what to spend your time on, right? And I realized that quickly in a hurry, I could sit there being emotional with this person. It was already becoming 1 o'clock, could have been 3 o'clock, could have been 4 o'clock. I would have blew my whole day. This is just so pretty. Just so pretty. Olive trees with all the leaves on the ground. To blow my whole day worrying about you and what you're worried about. And I was just like, fuck, I missed Mike Tyson. I had a VIP entrance. I had a wristband. And my people were expecting me, and I was late. And I'm like, fuck, man, I dropped the ball on something that normally I was up at sunrise, but I went back down to sleep. Then I thought I had more time. Then I gave my time over to chaos, and then chaos didn't pay me. So that's one of my favorite lines with your boy Lil Wayne is, I paid attention, so attention paid me. You're going to have to pay attention, so attention pays you attention. We give our attention over to so many distractions. It's not even funny. We're just be like, distract us quickly. I don't want to establish any connection with myself. I don't want to actually have quiet conversations with myself and calm myself down. And that's exactly what I needed to do. I needed to go home, sit still, be quiet for a couple hours, and not fight with someone, not get misunderstood, not get triggered by another person when it all falls down, right? And when it all falls down, when it all falls down, you know what I mean? I'm saying, I can't sing, but I got lyrics on shirts.com. It's what it is, bro. It starts falling down and you got the stank on you and you're like, oh man, I can't scrub this shit off. I got the shit touch instead of the Midas touch where everything goes to gold and you feel like you can't miss a shot and everything's going your way. That was the opposite for me yesterday. I missed the Mike Tyson thing. Had one friend chewing me out because of the bags, my bags in Thailand, and another friend who's in Vietnam arguing about the therapist. And I just was like, if you guys had any idea how bad sometimes my days are, like losing children and going to prison and real depression, it's never going to let up. And I knew this going into this, and this is why we're having this conversation this morning. Wait, let's see. Hold on. Choking my rope. Yeah, there we go. I had to have this conversation this morning because I feel so much better than what I did yesterday. And, being calm and being quiet and getting some sleep has healed so many things for me. Plastic pocket challenge, y'all. Plastic pocket challenge. And I want everybody to feel that. My buddy's like, have you always recorded? Trent was like, have you always recorded? And I was like, yeah, man, this is life. life is happening and I'm doing all these cool things. And just like anybody else, you know, it was like America Home Video. Everybody had a home recorder. It's someone's 8th birthday. How else are you going to celebrate? But record it. And he was just like, yeah, I've never been like that. And I'm just like, dude, I am this way. So I wanted to always create a microphone and speak into that microphone that I created. What does this guy say? Hey, enjoy the day. Thank you, Latoya. I see you, girl. Thanks for watching. We got to stay high. With the GH. We got to stay high with the GH. And the fact that it's going to happen to you too, dude. Like, it's a Ferris wheel for all of us. One day you're up on it all, money, relationship, status. And the next minute you're a pariah and anybody can be reached. Watch me. Hey, hear me now, feel me now. And you know I get serious. Anybody can be reached, and I say that all the fucking time, but everybody think they tough. Look at what happened to United Healthcare guy, got shot up, right in his chest, in the middle broad daylight, in the middle of Manhattan. Anybody can get touched, okay? It could be any age, any time, any way, and you think you're special. Got news for you, homie. I'm trying to fucking make my dreams come true before my heart dies, before a bad day turns me into unsober. You know, or still stay strong with my sobriety where it doesn't even reach me anymore. It's not like it's going to be like, oh, you know what? You should probably start drinking. That's going to help. You already know. My system would shut the fuck down. I'd start throwing up with just one sip of alcohol. It's been years. It doesn't apply to me anymore. When you have it in your brain, this is why we have to explain. When you have it in your brain that there's someone that's going to ease your pain, you're already susceptible to an addiction. If you are a believer that there is something outside of you that's going to fix your topic, fix the topic, I have news for you. You have to sit with it. And ask all the people in prisons. They're still sitting with it. And ask the people that have always let their anger be their guide, and you will be taught by your anger. And that's what I've been seeing other people do. Who's ever been that way where you're just flustered, now you can't find your keys? Or you're flustered, you got to meet in for Mike Tyson, but you cut off your own wristband. And then all of a sudden, it's like there's a level of accountability that you're going to have to take some losses like a boss. There's a level of accountability that life isn't perfect. It's not shaped that way, and you are going to get knocked down. The question of all time is, can you get back up? And that's the biggest thing of all. If there's going to be a bad day, a bad situation, I was hearing it from Deion Sanders saying, man, I only have a bad couple hours. Nobody owns space in my brain to get a full day from me, you know, a full day of obsessing about their chaos of what's going wrong or what's not applying in my life. And I don't live that way. You know, I realized quickly that I wasn't jiving very well with my day. Usually things are on point and, you know, I'd be like, swipe my debit card and it swipes. This time it got declined over 35 cents. I was like, what? You know, trying to meet up with my homie at X-Fate to pick up some free stuff for you guys. And he wasn't there every time. It's fucking crazy. And why is this guy here right now when our timing could be 5 minutes to anything, you know? And that's what it is. It's like, he could have gone another outlet to go back in. You know, there's why wasn't he here 5 minutes ago? The street is empty. But then you'll know that you got the stank on you because your timing's off. And that's what I just started to feel. I was like, fuck, I can't turn my shit into gold. Something's not right. And so I retired the day. You know, my friend's like, hey, you want to hang out? I'm like, no, not really. My other friend's like, hey, we're up here drinking. I'm like, that's not it. And as much as I would love to have some weed, I basically quit. And that's what's going to have to be a decision to sit with your pain and let it teach you and guide you and say, hey, I never want to feel this way anymore. Or ignore it, suppress it, and swallow something and pretend like it's not there so it grows bigger and worser and badder in the future. And that's why I was like, man, it's one thing to be in pain. And this is the shitty part. This is what they don't tell you, and I'm saved for the end. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. The shitty part is like, the pain that you're already going through is already hard enough. You probably already have my parents don't love me. And you probably already have I was ignored as a child. You know, we wouldn't do drugs if we had hugs. And it's just facts. You wouldn't be hanging out with that set of friends if you had family. And unfortunately, some of us don't have it like that. You don't know it. You probably think it's one of the biggest boss babes in your world. Boss dude, boss babe, whatever. And they'll cry if you mention their parents. I was learning it today. And I said most people are like, oh, it's the relationship with his mother. It's not. It's your relationship with the father. The masculinity, the discipline, the person that's going to correct you and guide you without anyone. We all know girls that got daddy issues. Without anyone telling you no, you become a prisoner in the future. You become susceptible to being homeless and abusive. It was crazy. I was seeing that with Kevin Spacey. His dad was a fucking neo-Nazi and was a little bit of a pedophile. It's like this goes into the genetics, man. It's in the mix. It's in the water. And you go back. Why are you not paying attention? Probably because you got the stank on you too. You're like, oh, only my shit stinks. I got news for you, bro. Ain't nobody, not even your hero. Meet your hero, bro. You'll see just how human they can be. I was just watching it for Mike Tyson. I'm supposed to meet up with him yesterday, right? Guess what? Mike Tyson got a guy came up. You stole from me. You robbed me when I was 8 years old, he said. He's like, what? This motherfucker say I robbed him. He's like, you did rob me, bro. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he's just so gregarious, and everybody laughed like it was hilarious. I'm sure that guy was fearful of it. And I'm sure he was happy to take pictures with Tyson, but I'm sure he didn't want to be robbed that day. You know what I mean? I'm sure you don't want to have a bad day. I'm sure you don't want to have things not go your way. For facts. Like none of us do. But this is the trial of life. This is the tribulations. It's not going to just go away because you wish it away. You got to work it away. And I sat there and I did the work in my head, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe that deal wasn't for me, right? These are my friends. They're all-time friends. Let's just keep it that way. I was going to say hi to them, not to interrupt what they were doing or cut off someone else that has a business or already quoted them or already gave them samples. I know I hate that shit. So I don't want to do it to someone else and be like, hey, let me mail you some samples, take out some time to mock up stuff, and then for you to just go, fuck you, I'm sleeping with someone else. Eesh, stank on you. And I just didn't want that kind of stank on me anymore. It was the same stank that made me quit celibacy, quit sex and go to celibacy when I was 21 years old. It also happened after an unwanted abortion. And also recently, I've been year and a half celibate 3 different times in my life. Year and a half, 3, it's almost 5 years, a half decade of not having sex, just so I could be mentally free. It's something to be paying dividends. You can pay for that mental freeness through alcohol, sex, and drugs. You can escape, but nobody that's made it. You don't know anybody that's successfully cured themselves, healed themselves from hurting themselves, right? And that's why it's stank on you. I was going to say heal people again. Heal people. Hurt people, they still hurt inside. They're gonna still swallow that drug. Ask somebody else to be their psychologist, right? Plastic pocket challenge, y'all. And then another plastic pocket challenge. And then expect another plastic pocket challenge. What the fuck? These kids these days, bro. This is where everybody picks them up. And their parents too. And I'm sure no one taught them to pick up after themselves. The fuck is going on? But this is it. These are our lives. There's a trash can over there. I'm going to put it in there. But in our lives, we're going to have a trial. Oh, there's a rabbit. You see it? You see it? You see it? See that little rabbit? You're going to have a trial, bro. And you're going to be judged by a jury of your peers. And they're going to be all mad at you for something they think that you did, or you slighted them, or something went wrong, or miscommunication. It happens. I went the other day when I went to go do the international market to eat my 420 and eat, right? I was recording and I was all ecstatic, man. I'm like, yeah, I haven't been here years. Been traveling the world. This is one of my favorite food spots. And the lady misunderstood me. I said, yeah, you normally get like, a half pound of pork, the honey pork. And she was like, okay. She's put it in its own container. And I was like, yeah, but I normally get rice and sides with it. And she still didn't understand me. Now, she had a heavy Spanish accent. And I said, that's not it. She was like, what do you mean that's not it? And I was just like, that's not it. I don't want to hear any of these blow horns anymore. I can smell the diesel fumes. But anyway, plastic pocket challenge. Ugh. There's never enough trash. But what was crazy about it, I'm trying to formulate this, is that she started speaking Spanish like I didn't understand her, because yo comprendo. and defending herself like a little child, almost like this is such a kid thing to do, but it was something like you would go to your mom first before your little brother and gaslight her and say, oh, he did something. You did something to your little brother, but you raced to your mother to sway your story, right? You give a biased opinion and story about a situation so that way she would side with you, right? Your mom would be like, oh, Jim, get over here. What'd I tell you about hitting your little brother? No need to hear the rest of the story that your brother swung a baseball bat at you and that's why you got hit. He made it to your mother first so he could slight the conversation. He could influence what was happening. And how many of us have done that, right? Like little children, not wanting to get in trouble, not wanting to accept accountability or blame or shame. And what we do is we do something guilty and we make someone else look guilty. She wanted me, the customer, to look guilty. And after she's done with the rat, she grabbed the owner and came around and I said, no comprendo. I looked at her and she was like, and all sassy and all buttered up, right? And I was like, I've been coming here for years, right? I always get the same thing. And for some reason, she doesn't understand me. Now, it might be communication, and that's fine too, but that's all it is a miscommunication can turn into an argument really quickly. It can turn into some infighting. It could turn into a loss of a job. She didn't know how to speak proper English, so she didn't understand that I wanted a 1/4 pound or 1/2 pound of pork with my rice and my sides. A lot like if you were to go to Panda Express. Check these guys out. That's pretty fucking cool, right? I got Bambi up in this bitch, a little Yoda. What's those Puff Pals? I don't know, but God bless America. There you go, bud. Even lights on the wall. How fucking cool are they? So, with all that energy, instead of her working on communicating with me, she decided to make an enemy out of the customer. And same as Vicky jumping in front of the customer. This lady's just walking in and you're stepping in front of her face. She's going to feel it's aggro, bro. Oh, what's up, Humble? I see you. High with the GH, bro. You got to get high with the GH. This guy just keeps saying hi, and no GH, bro. You're not high enough. This is Saint Addiction for a reason, homie. So it was just a situation where I was like, okay. I said, first of all, calm down, right? And I said, don't talk shit. I'm a longtime customer, and I always get what I want to get. And the lady said, I know what you want. And she walked over, gave me another scoop of rice, right? Amen, because I always get a big scoop of rice. Gave me another scoop of the side for the eggplant. And the guy came over to the box that they set aside the meat. There's just noise everywhere this morning. I'm really trying to get away from it all. But to get that kind of situation, the meat, he just took a pinch off the meat, right? And put it right on my side. And I got my 1/4 pound, 1/2 pound of meat that I wanted already sliced with my rice and my eggplant. Now, normally that would be an easy order. I've been going there for years, but because of miscommunication and this girl shit show, she didn't understand. And that's what we do. We listen to rebuttal. We listen to retort. We listen only to combat. Plastic Pocket Challenge. Oh, nasty. We don't listen to comprehend or understand. We want to talk shit and we want to win. And in that means someone's got to lose. And if you're in a some battle, a win some, lose some battle, then both lose. And that's why I was telling my cousin, I see two idiots arguing. He's like, what do you mean, bro? And I was like, yeah, because you're arguing with your brother trying to prove that he's stupid. It's stupid trying to prove people are stupid. But he was trying, and I was like, what'd you expect him to do? Just go, hey, you're right. I didn't know the information. I play dumb all the time, and you're accurate? No, thanks for hitting the thumbs up button. I appreciate that. And the subscribe button, too. No, nobody's going to admit that. Nobody's going to be like, you caught me. I'm an idiot, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and thanks for busting me. No, he was going to double down on stupid, make weirdo faces, and not admit anything. And that's what it is. It's like us. We don't want to admit our failures. We don't want to admit bad days. We don't want to admit defeat. And I'm on some, there's a lot of lessons in defeat, There's a lot of learning in loss. And what I learned is that I don't want to be the old version of me that doubles down on my negative energy. I don't want to be the guy that is angry enough to let the fight go over into a fight with my girlfriend or something, or let the fight or whatever is going on with my chaos trigger me into unsobriety, or let the thing that used to rock my boat tip me over and pour me out. And that's the whole definition of it, right? Tip me over and pour me out. You don't want to be tipped over and you don't want to be poured out. You want to be understood, just like all of us. We all want to be loved and we all want to have awesome, excellent days. And that's what I hope for you. The blessings and the lessons, right? I'm gonna get some water, man. Fucking thirsty. But also, the blessings in life, that we have an innate sense in ourselves to be like, ooh, shit's not going right for me. So what I'm gonna do, I put me out. I benched myself. I sat quietly down and I didn't talk to anyone else because it would have turned into a fight. I just knew it, And, once it rains, it pours, and it comes in threes. So you're gonna be like, fuck this day. Go get some sleep. You're gonna need your rest. Tomorrow's a whole brand new day, and you'll get a reset of how you really want to feel in your life. Anti-diarrhea pills, diarrhea heals. Man, the trash I find out here, bro, unreal. So, that's your today's morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, please like, share, and subscribe below. And as always, Chigaton. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of the world, and the other side of your excuses, because that's where I'll be. I'll be there, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be there, making it make sense to me instead of it making me defensive. Woo, that was pretty cool. What is this? Little bit of, it's kind of crazy how these little things stick out. Look, I have the whole fucking thing to myself, bro. No one's ever out here. Ugh. I love my life! Anybody else loving their life? Well, now I gotta love my life, because yesterday sucked, but today's a new day and I feel blessed. So, focus on your chi, focus on your breathing. Everybody gets timeouts, including good teams, and I needed one yesterday. So that's my morning motivation. Got anything out of this? You already know, though. That's the motto of the YOLO. I'm out, though. Just like, share, subscribe below. Peace. See you, brother. I see you. That's dope, Santa. Saint Santa. Yeah, we don't get high. We stay high, right? Saints, this is the plastic pocket challenge. It ain't even mine. Just plastic pocket challenge. Put that plastic in your pocket. Wait till the nearest, trash can. Drop that in, and you already know what it is. So put in that work. It's already done. I'm gonna go have some fun and do some workouts. You guys go have a blessed day. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. And it's time to get high. Join Weed Club. I'm out. Go be blessed, not stressed, man. It's not worth it. I promise you that. And I'm not dying of no headaches or heartaches, or what was it? Headache, heartache, and there was another one. Headache, heartache, heartbreak. Anyway, we're out. I gotta go. Bye. Whew.